I already made a video about this syringe. I'll put a link in the comment section. It's just to refill cartridges for your fountain pen. By the way, French fountain pen is stylo plume. Plume means like the bird's feather. But I want to add something. I want to show you a trick about this syringe, which is $2-3. I don't have a bottle with ink, so I'm going to use water. If you don't mind, I'm just going to close my in Romanian we call this stilo. So there is a trick with this syringe, because when I was using it, I just noticed that this spring is just too stiff, and it's kind of difficult when you refill the small cartridge. You just have to keep the hand steady and want to push it. I didn't like that thing. So what I did is, first you can remove the needle part. I think my camera is a little bit dizzy. It's just the light. So you can remove the needle part. I didn't remove the metal one, just leave it like this. It helps you clean inside. You know, you want to clean the ink after using the syringe, but also you see this red part here, you can unscrew it. Go gently. It's small plastic pieces, don't force. It's Chinese. You don't want to break it basically. So it just unscrews, and again you can clean this very well. Also it has kind of a spring. No, it's stuck in there, but sometimes it drops from there. You just leave it to dry as well. Obviously you don't want water into that thing. But there is another trick I want to show you. So this is like the spring, and again, very, very careful, because this one, it's really fragile. Just go counterclockwise on this red piece, and it drops from there. You can throw away, in my opinion, just my feeling about this. That spring, you can put this back. It's just easier to handle it and just to work with it. Don't force. Again, it's really tiny. Yes, camera, it's a camera that doesn't like a certain amount of light. And then if we put these things together back in place, I will try to do the entire operation without ink, just water. I actually use distilled water. It works much easier, but I just try it. Basically, assume this is ink, and this is a empty cartridge. In the other video, I also show how to transfer ink from another cartridge, because oftentimes, especially bigger brands like Parker and so, they have their specific cartridge with different neck. This one, I guess it's the same, but sometimes the neck here is different and is not going to fit, and you just want to keep the original cartridge and refill it. Sometimes you just buy another cartridge, but so let's just assume this is ink. And I was showing that if you ever transfer ink from another cartridge, you must fully depress first the syringe. Insert it in this position, because if you insert it like this in the full cartridge, when you are going to depress it, it's going to bubble out the ink. You are going to get dirty, a little dirty. So let's see. I will just depress it fully, refill. Again, imagine, use your imagination. This is ink. So you can tell perhaps the level, it's right up there. It usually is the same amount as a full cartridge, just for fun, but you can just repeat the operation and just insert and go perhaps slowly so it doesn't jump from there. Oh, there appears there was still a little bit of ink at the bottom of the cartridge, and that's it. You just insert it into your pen. And once you're finished, you just unscrew all the parts And maybe try to suck a few times water to just clean the syringe, not to have the ink, because oftentimes the ink is going to be permanent ink, not washable, and it will dry inside, and then you have a little problem. Maybe use alcohol, but you may not want to go there. So just suck a little bit of water through the syringe. I suggest distilled water, and wash the body. Careful with the spring here. I'm not sure if it's really that important, but sometimes it just falls from there. And just let it dry and use it the very next time.